Now here few examples are given. Here we are asked to determine certain set of real numbers satisfying certain properties. So in the first example we are asked to find set A of real numbers x such that 2x plus 3 is less equal 6. So our set A is set of all real numbers x such that 2x plus 3 is less equal 6. Since 2x plus 3 is less equal 6, you can add additive inverse of 3 on both sides of inequality. It will give you 2x is less equal 6 minus 3, which is 3. Now you can multiply by multiplicative inverse of 2, and since it is positive, your inequality will not change. So you will have x is less equal 3 by 2. So your set A is set of all x such that x is less equal 3 by 2. Second, we are asked to determine set B, where B is set of all real numbers x such that x square plus x is greater than 2. Now, x belongs to B if and only if x square plus x minus 2 is greater than 0. Now you factorize it, and by using simple calculation you can see x square plus x minus 2 is equal to x minus 1 into x plus 2. So x square plus x minus 2 will be greater than 0 if and only if x minus 1 into x plus 2 is greater than 0. Now x minus 1 is a real number, x plus 2 is a real number, and product of two real number is greater than 0. That means either both are greater than 0 or both are less than 0. So therefore either x minus 1 is greater than 0 and x plus 2 is greater than 0, or x minus 1 and x plus 2 both are less than 0. Now x minus 1 greater than 0 implies x should be greater than 1, and x plus 2 greater than 0 implies x should be greater than minus 2. Now both of them should hold. That means x should be greater than 1 as well as x should be greater than minus 2. But 1 is greater than minus 2. So instead of saying x greater than 1 and x greater than minus 2, we can simply say x is greater than 1. Now in case 2, you have x minus 1 is less than 0. It will imply x is less than 1. And x plus 2 is less than 0 will imply x is less than minus 2. So you have x is less than 1 and x is less than minus 2. But minus 2 is less than 1. So you can simply say it will hold if and only if x is less than minus 2. So your set B is union of two sets. First, set of all real numbers x such that x is greater than 1, and second, set of all real number x such that x is less than minus 2. In that way you have found your set B. Now next example. Here we are asked to find set C of real numbers x such that 2x plus 1 upon x plus 2 is less than 1. Now x will belong to C if and only if 2x plus 1 upon x plus 2 is less than 1. It will be less than 1 if and only if 2x plus 1 upon x plus 2 minus 1 is less than 0. Now you can make the denominator same and perform the addition. So it will be equal to 2x plus 1 minus of x plus 2 divided by x plus 2. So 2x minus x will be x. 1 minus 2 will be minus 1. So you will get x minus 1 in the numerator and x plus 2 in the denominator. So x belongs to C if and only if x minus 1 upon x plus 2 is less than 0. Now 1 upon x plus 2 is multiplicative inverse of x plus 2. Now this is product of two real numbers. One is x minus 1 and other one is 1 upon x plus 2. And 1 upon x plus 2 is multiplicative inverse of x plus 2. And we know if x plus 2 is positive, then 1 upon x plus 2 is also positive. And similarly, if x plus 2 will be negative, then 1 upon x plus 2 will also be negative. So we can say x plus 2 is positive if and only if 1 upon x plus 2 is positive. Since product of x minus 1 and 1 upon x plus 2 is less than 0, you have two conditions. Either x minus 1 is less than 0 and 1 upon x plus 2 is greater than 0. But 1 upon x plus 2 is greater than 0 is same as saying x plus 2 is greater than 0. And second case we will have is x minus 1 greater than 0 and 1 upon x plus 2 is less than 0. But 1 upon x plus 2 will be less than 0 if and only if x plus 2 is less than 0. So you have two cases, either x minus 1 is less than 0 and x plus 2 greater than 0, or x minus 1 greater than 0 and x plus 2 less than 0. Now the first case will imply x is less than 1 and x is greater than minus 2. In first case, you have x minus 1 less than 0, that will imply x is less than 1, and x plus 2 greater than 0 imply x is greater than minus 2. So you have in first case x greater than minus 2 and less than 1. Now in second case, you have x minus 1 greater than 0, that is x greater than 1, and x plus 2 less than 0, that is x less than minus 2. Now there does not exist any real number which is greater than 1 but less than minus 2. Therefore, this set is empty. So the only real numbers remained with you are lying between minus 2 and 1. So your set C is set of all those real numbers x such that minus 2 is less than x is less than 1. Now next example. It states if a and b are positive real numbers such that a is less than b, then 1 upon a is greater than 1 upon b. That means if a is less than b, then multiplicative inverse of a will be greater than multiplicative inverse of b, where a and b are positive real numbers. Let's prove it. You have a is less than b. A is less than b, that means b minus a is greater than 0. Now consider 1 upon a minus 1 upon b. By making the denominator same, you can say it is equal to b minus a upon ab. That means it is b minus a times ab inverse. Now a is positive, b is positive. Therefore, by order properties of R, you can say product of two positive real number is positive. That means AB is positive. Since AB is positive, you can say AB inverse is positive. So you have AB inverse is positive. B minus A is already positive. Therefore, product of B minus A and AB inverse should be positive. That means 1 upon A minus 1 upon B should be positive. And that will imply 1 upon A is greater than 1 upon B. And that will prove the statement. Now next statement says, if a is greater equal 0, that means it is non-negative real number, and b is also non-negative real number, then a is less than b if and only if a square is less than b square. And second statement is a is less than b if and only if square root of a is less than square root of b. Now remember, whenever we are talking about square root here, we will be only talking about the positive square root. We are not concerned with the negative square root. Let's start to prove this. So we will prove the first statement. Consider the case where a is equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, then a square is also equal to 0, because a square will be 0 into 0, which is 0. Therefore, a is less than b if and only if 0 is less than b. Now 0 is less than b if and only if 0 into b is less than b into b. Because b is greater equal 0, so I can multiply on both sides of inequality. My inequality will not change. So I will have 0 is less than b if and only if 0 into b is less than b into b. But 0 into b is 0 only and b into b is b square. So it is true if and only if 0 is less than b square. But what is 0? 0 is a square. So you have proved a is less than b if and only if a square is less than b square if a is equal to 0. Now we will consider the case where A and B are strictly greater than 0. Now we will make use of order properties of R again. A and B are greater than 0. That means A plus B is also greater than 0. Now consider your element B square minus A square. B square minus A square can be factorized as B minus A into B plus A. Now, if A is less than B, that will imply B minus A is greater than 0. Therefore, by order properties of R, you can say B minus A into B plus A is also greater than 0, because B plus A is already greater than 0 and A less than B implies B minus A greater than 0. Therefore, product of B minus A and B plus A is greater than 0. But this product is equal to B square minus A square. That is, you have B square minus A square is greater than 0, which is same as saying A square is less than B square. So if A is less than B, then A square is less than B square you have proved. Now we will prove the reverse part. That is, we will assume A square is less than B square and we will prove A is less than B. So suppose A square is less than B square. Therefore B square minus A square is greater than 0. Therefore if you factorize B square minus A square, you will have B minus A into B plus A is greater than 0. Now this is product of two real numbers B minus A and B plus A. And this product is greater than 0. That means either both of these real numbers should be greater than 0 or both of them should be less than 0. But B plus A is greater than 0, that we know, because A and B are both positive numbers. Therefore B plus A is greater than 0 and that will imply B minus A should also be greater than 0. And B minus A greater than 0 will imply A is less than B. So you assumed A square is less than B square and proved A is less than B. So you can say A is less than B if and only if A square is less than B square. Now let's prove the second statement, that is A less than B if and only if square root of A is less than square root of B. Now first assume A and B both are positive. If A and B both are positive, we know that square root of A and square root of B is also positive because we are only assuming the positive square root. Now one more observation you do. You can write your A as square of square root A and your B as square of square root B. Now in first statement of this example, you replace A by square root of A and B by square root of B. So what you will get? Square root of A is less than square root of B if and only if square of square root A is less than square of square root B. But square of square root A is A and square of square root B is B. So you will get square root of A is less than square root of B if and only if A is less than B, and that will prove the second statement.